Thanks for tuning in to Venture Connect Online. You are watching Tech Episode 1, featuring 4 companies digitizing our daily lives. Up first, EasyVote, a SaaS platform optimizing elections management for cities, counties, and states. Learn, an edtech platform focusing on creating equitable learning opportunities for all by measuring the effectiveness of systems and tools used in our schools. Venti, remote sensing technology that will change the way we respond to emergencies. And lastly, One Donation, a tool for corporate partners who want to increase employee engagement by creating access to the nonprofits they care most about. Don't forget to book a meeting with one or more of these companies by clicking on their calendar links in the section below. Enjoy!
I grew up in a small business family. My parents are entrepreneurs. We saw their own struggles. I used to come home from school and go down in the basement. It was before technology would take over any paperwork, so I'd help them file and fax. And they used to always tell me that they didn't go to college, they didn't have the university degree, but they had the street smarts and the resilience and the grit to be successful. And they absolutely instilled those values in me. I just have a passion for helping people and developing juniors. All I'm doing is interviewing them and asking them to tell me all about their business. I'm very inspired by just enthusiastic, high-energy entrepreneurs. So I think when they're passionate about a particular product or solving a problem, then that is energizing to me to be part of that and help them achieve it.
My name is Charles Davis with EasyVote Solutions. We are a software provider to cities, counties, and states in the U.S. to help them manage the elections process. So what we do is we use our SaaS platform to make the process of running elections more efficient, more secure, and more transparent. But to be clear, there's a couple things we don't do. We don't count votes, and we don't manufacture equipment. Those two things are highly regulated in the United States. Looking at a snapshot of our company, the two founders are Ron and Charles Davis. We're headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. We currently have 225 plus customers in 18 states. One thing we're very proud of is we've been named for the last couple of years one of the top 100 GovTech companies in America. Our software is built on the Azure platform, which is becoming more and more important in today's time, as all our customers can remotely get into our systems on the cloud. Here's a snapshot of our products. They're a modular-based system, so a customer can buy one or an entire platform. And they go to run the different aspects of running an election, like managing poll workers, managing inventory, moving assets from place to place, campaign finance as candidates raise money. The Easy Check-in deals with early absentee voting. And then we have a voter services app and a focus app that sits over the whole platform to manage the whole process of running elections. Let's look at our competition. 3 main players in our competition. One, Excel spreadsheets, which is the way a lot of non-customers now still do their elections. So we've been able to beat that day in and day out. On-premise software, we all know that everyone's moving to the cloud and governments are mandated to get there nowadays. And in-house IT. Well, we beat in-house IT every day because we built a system that can scale from very small counties to the largest counties out there. And we've been able to give that no IT can build internally. Let's look at our growth. Started in Atlanta, in Georgia in 2015, moved to the Southeast, and now we're from coast to coast. Let's look at one of the deals we're very proud of in 2019. That was a state deal with the state of Georgia. For a little background, the state of Georgia bought $100 million of hardware to run elections from 2020 forward. And what we did is we provided them a software so they can help manage the deployment of that hardware in and out of the central location to the counties and back. And the beauty of our software is we gave them chain of custody. Talking about the security piece, that allows them to security watch a piece of voting equipment move from a central location out to a county and back, and knowing all the people that have touched it. Very important in today's time. Looking at an overview financially of our company, our biggest aspect is 99% customer retention since founding. Complete negative net churn. We add modules to current customers and new customers with new modules much faster and much quicker than we lose customers. Solid year-over-year growth. We grew 60% in 2019 on a $1.5 million run rate. Break-even financials, we basically lost on accrual basis $30,000 last year and expect to be profitable going forward. What's our ask? Well, we're backed by co-founders capital on a venture basis, and we're looking to do the next raise, a Series A raise, a larger Series A raise, to continue the process of moving out to a national platform. We're open to discussions, and I really want to talk to somebody who's interested in a GovTech company with a SaaS platform that can really start making inroads into the West Coast and up to the Northeast. Again, my name is Charles Davis. I'm the CFO with EasyVote Solutions. And before we go, I wanted to say one thing about elections. We've all seen the turmoil elections, and we all see what's going on. But elections are here. They'll be run in 2020. They'll be run in 21 and 22 and forward. And the one thing we do is we use technology to improve elections. So what we're seeing is a huge influx of non-customers and customers come to us because they know they're going to need our platform going forward. All right, I look forward to conversations going forward with any potential venture capitalist. Thank you.
People work better together when they feel comfortable, when they feel trusted. What I've seen, at least, that makes the Triangle unique is that there are so many jobs here. There's a lot of great economic activity happening here, and people are still, I feel like, very connected to their community, which I think is somewhat unique to an area that is growing so much in industry. Everyone that works there is passionate about it, and they're passionate about this area. It's something that I personally value greatly, and it's something that I would want to see other people have that opportunity to come into that type of environment. I had a family member get into an accident. I had my clients emailing me, asking me how they were doing weeks later. You can't kick off a phone call with my team without giving some background on how you're doing, what's going on in your life. I personally think that the human experience of my job, being in consulting and being client-facing, is the absolutely best part. It's what keeps me getting on planes multiple times in a week. It's what keeps me working after hours. I just genuinely enjoy the people I work with.
Hi, my name is Carl Rectanis, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Learn Platform. It's my fourth successful education innovation organization. Do you know how many ed tech tools are used every month in the average school district? 50, 100, 150? In reality, it's over 700 different ed tech tools are used in every single school district every month, and they don't even know it. And while the ed tech market is rapidly expanding, it's a $16 billion market, growing over 20% per year, our test scores and achievement have remained flat overall. Well, not anymore. That's why we created Learn Platform, the first ever EdTech effectiveness system. It's a research-based, mission-driven software as a service committed to expanding equitable access for all students to the teaching and technology that works best for them. So that right now, over 250,000 educators already save time, save money, and improve outcomes by organizing, streamlining, and analyzing their ed tech. How does it work? Let's look inside Springfield School District. First, the district can organize their ed tech by using the largest ed tech product library in the world, over 7,000 different tools. Feels almost like a research-based TripAdvisor for ed tech. When educators dig into products, they can see needed details, integrated information from trustworthy sources, and see what their peers are doing. And through our integrations, including our browser integration that just went double platinum on Google, Springfield's leaders can instantly inventory and monitor which tools are being used. Once Springfield is organized, they can then streamline standard processes like contract management, privacy monitoring, internal requests, piloting, and even purchasing. So instead of paper processes and email chains, any product provider can respond to RFPs and RFIs at a single location online. But most importantly, Springfield is like 68% of districts that say analyzing what's working is the most important thing for them. Learn Platform's unique impact technology allows them to integrate product usage, student achievement, and other variables so they can see what's happening across their school district. It's the equivalent of a third-party evaluation that lets them know what's used, what teachers think of different tools, and for which students those technologies are working best. And for Springfield CFO and senior leadership, they can see, plan, and decide how they'll budget now and in the future, understanding what's paid for and never used, or how they want to improve implementations. Learn Platform is available through mix and match modules, through annual subscriptions based on whatever district's core needs. And while Springfield and others join to organize, streamline, and analyze, they stay because the return on investments average between 7 and 12x their annual investment in efficiencies, savings, and increased purchasing power. Learn Platform has grown rapidly. We're used by districts and states, foundations like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Shan Zuckerberg Initiative, and Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, as well as education associations. As we continue to grow, we'll continue expanding into higher education and for product providers. Learn Platform sees more information on what's actually being used across EdTech in the US than anyone else. Over 1 billion data points per month, and that was before COVID-19. We've continued to see a significant increase since in the recent times. We've doubled every year, and our plan is to continue. Through the first quarter of 2020, we were ahead of goal, and we even closed contracts in the 10 days since school closures started occurring. The fundamentals of the business are attractive. In 2019, we had 82% gross margins and -3% churn. That is, our revenue from renewal customers was 103% of the previous year. And we're primarily based in Raleigh, but our team is distributed across the US. And I put our researchers, technologists, and educators up against any EdTech team in the country for smartest and most charming. That goes for our investors as well. Our Series A was led by New Markets and Emerson Collective. And though we were not raising in March, the world is moving quickly, and we'd be glad to chat. So if you believe all students deserve safe, equitable, and cost-effective learning, share Learn Platform with educators you know, and get in touch. I'm Carl Rectanis with Learn Platform.
Hello, I'm Ed Hoffman. Thank you for joining me today at the world headquarters for Venti LLC. Venti LLC has developed an initial product designed to save lives. Maybe specifically, my son's life was professional firefighter. Current conditions today, firefighters need to go into emergency situations. They mark one eyeball to try to tell them what's going on, but other than that, they have to hand carry sensors into the event to try to determine the exact nature of what's going on. Not to mention monitor the progress of where the emergency is, and then after post-event monitor forensics and other post-event trauma. We're going to stop that. Taking a team of individuals who've been working together for more than 20 years, specifically in the area of advanced sensor technology, command and control integration, we're going to take some of the same techniques and material and technology that are used by our military forces. It can go into the first responder world and try to give them the same sort of situational awareness, preparation of the battlefield, if you're military type, before they go into an event, and then monitor the progress of what they're trying to go after. The system that we've developed is in a fully functional prototype stage, just waiting funds to get it into commercial product status. It's been tested with multiple fire departments, including the Maryland Fire and Rescue Institute, which is a gold standard for tactics and training throughout the country. The system's small, lightweight, very scalable. We've determined a minimum set of viable capabilities that help first responders today. There are potentials that can just go as far as your imagination can. The system is extremely scalable, different size power supplies, different sensors, different kinds of communications. Everything that we'd like to do in future products, different iterations, versions down the road. Suffice to say, we've designed this not to be a one-trick pony. There's the many advantages that do not exist today. The cost is certainly one. We price the individual sensors where they're at the consumable level. They can last for hours, they can burn up, and they can still function. We've had this in different shows throughout the country, firefighter shows. The results have been incredible. Really, what we need to do is just get this into a state where it can be commercially produced. We can't do that in our laboratory. So that's what we'll be asking for here at the end of the day. We take this data, it's sent to a personal computing device, any kind of personal computing device. It's actionable information, and then we put it up into the cloud. We pull down by different departments, can be used for post-event forensics. As you can see from the photos, there are multiple ways of getting these sensors into the environment. Yes, you can hand carry them. You can shoot them with an air cannon, a standard T-shirt cannon, or you can drop them or tether them to a drone and fly it around and through the event. As you can see, it is small, it is lightweight. The pods are extremely robust. It's the commercialization of the actual systems box that we are seeking funds for. The market that we're going into is not insignificant. Even if you just look at first responders or firefighters, there are 50,000 firefighter stations. And that ends up to, if you look at our sales price, a pretty good sized market, not even talking about law enforcement or industry like transportation, oil, petroleum. The amount of funding that we're looking for on top of the $1 million the owners have already invested in the company is $640K. It'll get us a commercial product, and it'll get us into the market in a sustaining manner. Thank you for your time, your attention, and yes, we would certainly like to talk with you if there's further interest.
One Sunday morning, my brother was sitting in church as the collection basket passed him by, and being a millennial who never carried cash, he thought to himself, there's got to be an easier way for me to make a contribution. And that's where the idea for One Donation was hatched. One Donation is an efficient way for donors to support millions of nonprofit organizations through payroll deduction. We use blockchain technology to track and verify donations, and our system can be incorporated into any payroll platform. The One Donation platform allows employees to easily contribute to any nonprofit. It helps organizations promote corporate social responsibility, and it improves employee engagement. Let me show you how it works. A company reaches out to One Donation to express an interest in our platform. We log into the back-end office, and we see the admin dashboard. Here we can add a new client, see giving trends, forecast giving, and quite a bit more. Adding a new client takes less than 5 minutes from start to finish, and when we're done, the client receives an email notification to complete the setup for their account. They click a link in the email and they have access. The administrator can quickly add the company logo, set matching funds, generate reports, and even launch a company-wide campaign in minutes. The end result is when an employee logs in, they see a custom messaging from their employer. They can view their donation history, change donations, even see how their department or group is doing in comparison to other departments within the company. Now, there are some solutions that are available in the marketplace, but they fall short in both donation transparency and ease of use. And I'll quickly tell you how. Heavy administration with our competitors can be literal paperwork, managing multiple donations, or managing teams and campaigns. Then once a campaign is kicked off, no one really knows how much of the donation is going to the designated nonprofit. Oftentimes, donors are only given a range. This discourages participation, especially among millennials. Limited reporting can be as simple as being able to pull up the total donations, donations by department, or as complex as not hooking into an existing API system. Our proprietary system removes paperwork from making workplace donations, saving HR staff time and eliminating errors. By placing donations on a blockchain for complete financial transparency, we eliminate questions about how much or how fast the donation is getting to the intended nonprofit. Additionally, our reporting capability is second to none in a world where data is vital. So the One Donation platform has leveraged the marketplace conditions we're living in right now and emerging technologies by creating a demand by channel partners. What you see in this graph is monthly revenue, 2 of these clients that we have. The green line is an employee engagement company that has 3,000 companies with 500 or more employees. We have a scheduled rollout plan with them. And the blue line represents a business association that we're onboarding that will start on June 2nd with 2 pilot programs out of their group of 50. Now, our pricing model is pretty simple. We have a one-time setup fee of $1,500, and then it's 25 cents per employee per month and a 50-cent transaction fee. We have an open $600,000 convertible note. $150,000 has already been funded by a lead investor, and another $250,000 is soft circled. We'll consider an equity investment with a $1 million investment. This will allow us to implement the 2 deals in our pipeline, implement with multiple payroll providers, and close 175 businesses. To build a platform that does not burden HR staff, understands the inside of employee engagement and corporate social responsibility, and is focused on data security took an incredible team to develop. From concept to prototype to a working system, our team of co-founders and advisors have passionately developed this system with the intent to make the world a better place. The end result is a platform that makes executives and HR directors smile and helps people give to causes they care about. We have a very experienced management team that are experts in corporate social responsibility and engagement. What they bring to the table makes us special. And yes, we are thriving under COVID-19 restrictions, and I'd love to tell you why. Thank you. I'm Graham Treacle with One Donation.